Kasunod ang paglabas ng video na ito ni Vice President Leni Robredo na tumutulig sa drug war. Pinag-iisipan daw ni House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez kung dapat din bang sampahan ng impeachment complaint ang pangalawang Pangulo.
For the first time in the history na isang mataas na opisyal at Vice President at that ay magpapadala ng video doon sa United Nations para sirain ang ating bayan. Siraan ang ating bayan. Ayan po ay hindi po katanggap-tanggap sa akin yan. Kaya pinag-aaralan ko yung kanyang pagpapadala ng video na pinapalabas ngayon sa United Nations kung ito ba ay betrayal of public trust. Dahil bilang abogado, ayaw ko rin yung magka-charge tayo tapos hindi natin kayang i-prove doon sa impeachment court.
Sagot naman ng kampo ni VP Robredo, hindi layunin ng video na manira ng sinuman.
Hindi po ito paninira sa Pangulo. Naglabas na po ng report, yung Human Rights Watch at iba't ibang mga international and local news agency ang pumuna na rin dito sa mga nagaganap sa ating bansa. At ito po ay base rin sa mga katotohanan.
Samantala, isinangkot ni House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez si Vice President Leni Robredo sa impeachment complaint na isinampa sa Pangulo. Kung bakit dinamay ni Alvarez si VP Leni, alamin natin sa report ni RHO 9 sa Ricasulia.
Hindi inalis ni House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez ang posibilidad na bahagi ng plano para iluklok sa kapangyarihan si Vice President Leni Robredo ang impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Duterte. Ayon kay Alvarez, lahat ay posible at sa tingin niya ay nagmamadali si Robredo na pumalit sa Pangulo. Maaga ring binaril ni Alvarez ang impeachment complaint ni Magdalo Party List Gary Alejano laban kay Duterte. Sa tingin ng House Speaker, hindi uusad ang impeachment dahil walang sustansya ang reklamo kaya may hirapan itong makarating sa plenaryo. Ganito rin ang palagay ng Dean ng Graduate School ng San Beda College na si Dean Ranhilo Aquino. Ayon kay Dean Rani, hindi maikakaila na ang reklamo ay mariresolba sa pamamagitan ng political decision dahil ang Kongreso ay dinudomina ng mga kaalyado ng administrasyon. Suntok sa buwan, umano ang tsansa ng reklamo ni Magdalo Party List Representante Gary Alejano laban sa Presidente.
Don't forget that impeachment, strictly speaking, is not a judicial process. It is an exercise of political justice. So may paglilitis, may investigation, pero gawa yan ng mga politiko because they have to make a political decision about whether or not a certain person is still fit for public office.
Hoy Leni, kung nanonood ka man, o kaya kung may mga kaibigan kayong nanonood dito, sabihin nyo to kay Leni. Di ba? Hoy Leni, wala ka nang ginawa dito sa Pilipinas. Yung pagiging presidente mo, fake president ka na nga, tapos fake pa lahat ng mga ginagawa mo, lahat ng mga trabaho, ginagawa na ng ibang mga tao. Di ba? Wala ka na itutulong. Sayang naman yung mga boto-boto, di ba? Sayang naman yung pinagpaguran nyo ng isang gabi, one night stand, di ba? Para mabago yung boto. Tapos ngayon, ganyan-ganyan, mga pinapromise mo sa amin na magkukang ka. Ang tag dito, tutulong ka sa mga mahihirap, magpo-focus ka sa mga mahihirap, sa mga nasa laylayan ng mga laylayan, di ba? Tapos magpapakain ka yung lugaw, Leni. Nasaan na yung lugaw mo? Tangina yung lugaw mo, di ba? Walang sustansya, pampataba, pampakon pa yan. Di ba? Kapag yung lugaw, puro kan lang yan. Puro carbohydrates, pampataba, antag dito, yung hindi ka magiging masipag. Di ba? Kapag mataba ka, hindi ka makakagalaw. Puro lugaw, papakain mo. Kaya walang sustansya ang utak mo, gago. Nakakabwisit ka na, wala ka naman trinatrabaho. Nasaan na yung focus mo sa mga mahirap? Ang focus mo ngayon, di ba, sa camera. Tumitingin ka parati sa camera, parati ka nagkukondon. Salita ng salita, mag-artista ka na lang sana. O kaya mag-jasmine.com ka, o kaya mag-FB Live ka. Gago ka pala, Leni, di ba? Wala kang trinatrabaho dito, nagbabayad kami ng tax, di ba? Pampasweldo sa'yo, ang laki-laki ng sweldo mo. Madami ka pang nananakaw dyan, di ba? Akala mo, hindi ako natatakot. Kahit madami ka pa ipadala sa bahay namin, kahit kung ano pang gawin sa akin, hindi ako natatakot. Leni ka lang, di ba? Boylandi ako, fat girl, di ba? Vendor ng vibrator. Itong si vibrator girl, pabili-bili sa akin dati ang pang-vibrate na. Ang unahin mo dapat, di ba, kung paano yung asawa mo. Di ba yung asawa mo na, ang dito, kung bakit namatay yung asawa mo. Di ba? Yun dapat ang iniimbestigahan, di ba? Hindi mo malaman kung bakit namatay yung asawa mo. Dapat yung ang inaasikaso mo, hindi yung kung ano ikakaso mo kay President Duterte, di ba? Wala na talagang masabi sa bunga, wala ka na masabi sa bunganga mo na maganda kay President Duterte na mga ginawa niya maganda, di ba? Magsabi ka nga, di ba? Akala ko makikipagtulungan ka sa kanya. O, nasa na yung mga mo, mag-promise mo, wala ka palang salita, isang salita, di ba? Yung mga naman, mga naniniwala sa mga bobo, di ba? Oo, mga bobo kayo. Mapunyeta kayo, paniwalang-paniwala kayo, nasaan na yan? Madali lang kasi magbait-baitan, di ba? Magbait-baitan siya. Tapos gagamitin yung pagkamatay ng asawa niya, ganyan. Alam niyo naman ang mga Pilipinong bobo, di ba? Maniniwala, maaawa, tapos, ayun na, ay, go ko for Lenny, supportan natin ang kababaihan, ganyan. Basta pag babae, ay, parang kuhan, naku, kawawa naman si Lenny, babae kasi, ganyan. Tangina nyo, mga bobo, di ba? Wala ka nang ginawa, Lenny. Ipapahiya mo pa kami sa ibang bansa, di ba, na magsasabi ka na yung palit ulo, di ba? Yung palit ulo, sinabi mo, tangina mo, ang bobo mo, papahiya mo pa ang Pilipinas, di ba? Na sinabi mo ang palit ulo, kapag hindi nahanap yung kan, hindi nahanap yung, ang dito, yung drug addict, drug pusher, di ba? O kaya yung drug lord, yung pamilya ng drug pusher, o kaya yung drug addict, o drug, basta, di ba, vendor, ganon. Yun ang titirahin nila, yun ang may punishment, ganon. Tanga! Bobo! Inutil! Di ba? Girl ka talaga? Tangina mo? Ang ibig sabihin ng palit ulo, Lenny, bago ka maglabas-labas ng mga kwan mo, ng mga speech mo, tapos press con, di ba? Tapos sa mga media pa, international media, sabihin mo muna, alamin mo muna kung anong ibig sabihin nun. Ang palit ulo po ay yung mga nahuling mga drug pusher, drug addict, ayan, kakausapin po nila, makikipag-coordinate po sila para ilaglag nila lahat ng mga kasamahan nila. Ganun po, para makalaya po sila. Ganon, Lenny! Mabuti pa kami, nagre-research kami, ikaw palang fake eh. Di ba? Tapos aawayin mo ang mga trolls, di ba? Yan ang trabaho mo. Oh my God! Tangina mo! Tangina! Di ba? Trolls? Yan ang pagkukan mo? Ang uunahin mo sa internet, di ba? Makikipag-away ka sa trolls? Di ba? Hindi mo na lang unahin muna yung internet na sobrang bagal ng globe. Putang ina nyo globe, ha? Di ba? Ang bagal-bagal ng internet nyo, pati smart, di ba? Yan dapat ang inuunan nyo. Hindi yung troll, yung mga trolls. Bakit yung mga trolls ninyo, trolls ng mga yellow cards, bakit hindi yan ang tirahin nyo? Bakit ang trolls ng mga Duterte? Di ba, mga Duterte cards? I'm proud! Duterte cards, di ba? Bakit kailangan pa namin maging troll, di ba? Maging poser. Kung kaya naman namin magsalita. Hindi kami natatakot, kahit patayin nyo pa kami, wala kang pakialam, di ba? Ganyan naman kayo, wala kang pakialam sa buhay. Kagaya, di ba, sa kwan? Parati kayong tinitira ninyo si Duterte na kwan, yung pagpatay-patay. Ngayon, nag-iimbestiga kayo na madami siyang pinatay. Bakit? Nung sa mga sapano, di ba? Yung, anta dito, mga sapano, yung mga, anta dito, yung mga F-44, ba yun? Yung mga namatay na sundalo, mga pulis, mga gano'n. Tapos yung mga namatay sa kwan, basila, yung mga basila. Bakit hindi nyo ma-imbestigan yung mga pumapatay ng mga politikong iba? Yung mga congressman, mga mayor. Bakit ang presidente agad? Oh. Unahin nyo muna yung mga maliliit. Madami mga mayor dyan, mga mayor, congressman, mga governor, mga pumapatay na ganyan, mga senator. Bakit ang presidente ang uunahin ninyo? Kasi meron kang pansariling interes, Lenny. Gusto mong tumakbo. Tapos gamitin mo pa yung asawa mo. Ganyan naman talaga parati, di ba? Ang mga yellow cards, ang yellow cards parating ginagamit ang kamatayan ng mga asawa nila at mahal sa buhay nila. Ganon. Parang kay Kwan. Parang kay Sacrificial Love. Parang kay Benigno Aquino. Nung namatay siya, nanalo si Kwan. Di ba? Si Cory. Nung namatay si Cory, nanalo si Pinoy. Nung namatay si Jesse Robredo, nanalo si Kwan. Nanalo si Lenny. Pero hindi rin eh. Kasi fake nga eh. Biglang Kwan, one night stand lang, isang gabihan lang, tangina, putok, bam, ganun. Panalo, agad. Tapos sinundan pa ng isang senator, na si Franklin Drilon, wala naman ng Kwan. Di ba? Wala naman ng saysay. Di ba sa barbecue, yung mga taba-taba, tinatapon na. Akala nyo? Magtrabaho ka. Kung may madami ka nakikitang mga mali-mali kay Kwan, kay President Duterte, Kwan, fuck girl, Lenny Robredo, di ba? Kung madami ka nakikita, makipagtulungan ka sa kanya. Dapat ikon niyo siya. Antag dito, yung parang turuan niyo siya, ganyan, na parang sa decision making, ganyan. Bakit hindi ka makipagtulungan? Kung gusto niyo lang naman parati yung kwan niyo, gusto niyo papabor lahat sa inyo, lahat ng mga ideas niyo, yun lang dapat ang masusunod. Kaya na maging presidente. Di ba? Kaya nga may presidente, may vice president. Vice president ka lang, paano yan? Kaya, wala talaga. Mga sasabihin nun, madami pera, nagnakaw. Ganyan. Bakit? Hindi niyo tignan yung mga ibang mga nagnakaw, yung asawa mo. Sabihin niyo na kwan sa akin. Namaya pa na si Robredo, si Jesse Robredo, bakit mo tinitira? Wag na, respeto naman, tangina nyo. Bakit? Si Kwan, si Marcos, si Ferdinand Marcos, patay na yon. Bakit hindi niyo tinitira? Ganyan, respeto din dapat. Magtrabaho ka, Lenny, wag parating vibrator. Kala niyo, tatakot ako? Girl, bye.
Hi, Maharlikans. Hello to all the Filipinos all over the world. From Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, mabuhay. Okay? And to the international communities, to the international media, and to the United Nations, this video is for you. But let me introduce myself first to you. Yes, you, the international community. My name is Maharlika. I am a commentator. I am a political blogger who tackles about Philippine politics. But most importantly, I am a human being, not a demon, not a corrupt demon like the fake fraud Vice President of the Philippines. No other than Leni Robredo. Okay, let me tell you why I am calling her fraud. Okay, like I am calling her fake. I'm not the only person who calls her fake, who calls her fraud, but majority of the Filipino people all over the world, are aware that the Vice President of the Philippines is fraud. You know why? Because she did not win at all in the 2016 Philippine election. Okay? Her allies, her yellow cult party, the Liberal Party, okay, were able to steal the majority of the votes of the Filipino people. Okay, they are like a thief in the night. That's the real issue. That is the real score. That is the truth. Okay, but I'm not gonna go further. You international communities, I'm not gonna go further to this electoral fraud. And by the way, did you know that this fraud Robredo has an ongoing electoral protest filed by the real Vice President winner, which is Bongbong Marcos. Okay, the electoral protest is already in the Supreme Court, and this yellow cult Liberal Party trying to delay, okay, the manual counting. But again, I'm not going to go further to that issue, and I want you to do your own research, do your own investigation. Okay, I will go forward to the issue, okay, the Palit Ulo scheme. Okay, the Palit Ulo scheme that Robredo, fake Robredo describes, it's an exchange of heads, meaning like the authorities, if they go house to house to arrest the addicts, the drug addicts, the pushers, the drug pushers, and if they can't find that drug addicts, they will get or they will take the son, the daughter, the family member or relative. That's all bull. That's all lies to you international community. That's all lies. But before I proceed, okay, I will play the video, the recent video of this fake fraud Robredo. Okay, there you go.
Executive Director of the DRC Net Foundation, Marco Perduca, former member of the Italian Senate, Chito Gascon, Chairperson of the Commission on Human Rights, Alison Smith, Legal Counsel and Director of International Criminal Justice Program, No Peace Without Justice, all the other sponsors of this event, ladies and gentlemen, a good day to all of you. We are heartened that the issue of extrajudicial killings in the Philippines today is being discussed in an event such as this. To know that the international community's eyes are on us and to feel that human rights advocates are watching over our country gives us comfort, courage, and hope. It is already February 2017, and the body count due to drug-related killings keeps growing. We are now looking at some very grim statistics. Since July last year, more than 7,000 people have been killed in summary executions. We agree that our people deserve nothing less than a safe environment, so that anyone can walk the streets safely, whether in daylight or at nighttime. But drug abuse should not be treated as one that can be solved with bullets alone. It must be regarded as it truly is, a complex public health issue, linked intimately with poverty and social inequality. As it is, in some areas in Manila where poverty is rampant, residents tell us that communities are rounded up in places like basketball courts, women separated from men, those with tattoos asked to stand in a corner, their belongings searched. People are told that they didn't have any right to demand for search warrants because they were squatters and did not own the properties on which their houses were built. They told us of the Palit Ulo scheme, which literally means exchange heads, where the wife or husband or relative of a person in a so-called drug list will be taken if the person himself could not be found. Some of those have told us that when there's crime, they normally go to the police. Now they don't know where to turn to. Our people feel both hopeless and helpless, a state of mind that we must all take seriously. This is why the Office of the Vice President supports the rehabilitation of drug dependents.
Okay, Mahalikans. Camera back to me. Wait a minute. Okay, naka-off na. Okay. Before I'll make my comments to the issues. Okay, let me tell you something. Did you notice? Okay, did you notice that the fake vice president is acting like a 16-year-old, ditzy brat that's trying to get the attention of a 16-year-old boy? Have you noticed that? Another thing, have you ever noticed the evil smirk, okay, the crazy gesture when she is reading her script, stating about the numbers of dead bodies, okay, the number of body counts that they're trying to, the so-called extrajudicial killings, the made-up story of the extrajudicial killings. Those are made-up stories by the Liberal Party. Okay, and the other thing is that I noticed with this bitch, I know you guys are smart, okay, because if you're not smart, okay, and if you're stupid, okay, you won't agree with me. But, okay, have you noticed that when she speak, it did not come from the heart, okay? The thoughts, it's not coming from here because she's just reading the fake, the lies of all the Liberal Party, okay? So I'll go to the next issue, okay? She said that, okay, I will quote her, to know that the international community's eyes are on us. Yeah, international communities, hi, how are you? Are you there? I'll tell you why your eyes are on us, Filipino people, Filipino government, because of all these lies. So, that's the truth. Another thing, okay, this fake Robredo said that it's already February 2017 and the body counts keeps growing. Okay, this is all lies again. You know why? Because, yeah, it's already 2017, but this fraud Robredo and the Liberal Party continuously spreading lies to you, international community. They're trying to destabilize the government. They're exerting all their efforts every day instead of doing their job in the government. This fake Robredo, but she's exerting her effort to destabilize the government. That's the truth. Another thing, okay? And again, this Liberal Party, this fake Robredo, they are trying to regain the power. You know why they're trying to regain the power? Because they want to continue the drugs to proliferate, okay, and destroy the Filipino people. That's about it, okay? Another thing, she said, like, our people feel both helpless and hopeless. This is absolutely not true. This is, these are all lies. The Filipino people now, okay, with the Duterte administration, are more safer and more hopeful because of the change, okay? Because the drug addicts most of the drug addicts are already in prison, are already in jail. So that's the truth. Another thing, guys. She said that she supports the rehabilitation for drug addicts. Again, this is not true. She's not doing her job. Instead of supporting the drug addicts, the rehabilitation of drug addicts, again, she's busy destabilizing the government. You know what? This is contradicts to her speech, because the Duterte government, if you remember, last year, November 29, the Duterte administration inaugurates the huge rehab center that can accommodate like 10,000 victims, okay, 10,000 drug addicts in Nueva Ecija. That's the truth. International community, international media. Okay, and yeah, you know why? Because these drug addicts, this like millions drug addicts, are the victim of Aquino administration, the Liberal Party, the party of Rod Robredo. Okay, let me tell you about the Yellow Coat Party. Okay, during the Aquino administration, okay, all Filipinos knows about it. They all know about the real score in the Philippines. During the Aquino administration, they allowed the drug lords and the narco politicians, to proliferate the drugs. Okay, like for example, like De Lima. Okay, Senator De Lima was a Secretary of Justice of the Philippines who supposedly helped the Filipino people, be a model as a Secretary of Justice. But you know what she did? She received millions of money from the drug lords, okay, because she is a drug protector. She is a drug lord, she's protecting the drug lords, and now she is in prison. And thank God for the Duterte administration, okay. And again, most of the cabinet secretaries during Aquino administration, most of them stole or pocketed the money of the Filipino people and the foreign donations. That's the truth. International community, international media. So you have to do your own research. You have to go to the ground. You have to go to the field and see if this, this fact, it's not facts, if this gossip, okay, are true. But it's all lies. I'm telling you, I'm an ordinary citizen. I don't have any political party, So I'm telling you the truth, that the Aquino administration, the Liberal Party, fake Robredo are trying to destroy the Duterte administration. Okay. Lastly, okay, the Liberal Party, as I said, they made the Filipinos' life like a living hell. That's the truth, because they are all demons. They are all evil. They are all greedy. So that's the truth, international community. So don't just believe with this yellow ship party. They are feeding lies to you guys. So that's all about it. And I hope you will do your homework. You will do your research, not to believe this all shits of the Liberal Party. So again, maharlikans to my countrymen that are really fighting against this Liberal Party, against this yellow coat, fighting, for a change, fighting for the truth. We're telling the truth. And the Liberal Party are telling all lies to you. So again, maharlikans, from here in Los Angeles, California, and to the international community, I hope you learned from this video. Thank you very much.